project is like a final year engineering project, and you design, build and demonstrate some electrical based project. So the first step is to come up with an idea. So my first idea got rejected for being too simple, then my second idea got rejected for being too complicated, and thank God my third idea was finally accepted because I was very close to doing something drastic like shaving my hair. So my first idea was a portable panic button. So it's a device, preferably wearable, that if you feel like you're in trouble or uncomfortable, you click a button and it automatically sends your location to 5 emergency contacts. Obviously with an app that you can customize the settings and program in your emergency contacts. And I was in love with this idea because I thought it was so useful. It's something I would wear, and I'd make my mom wear it and my sister wear it. So I arranged a meeting with my lecturer, and then he proceeded to tell me it was a pile of crap. Not in those exact words, but that's what I heard. And so he was actually very nice about it. But it got rejected because the GPS module is a module, the GSM module is module. So it's all just like plug and play. There's no real design work, which is like a big part of what you get marked on in the project. So then the child genius in me has no idea how to handle academic rejection. So I was like, oh, you want complicated? I'll give you complicated, which is exactly how I arrived at my second idea. So my second idea came from a company that I interned at the beginning of last year, and they have built these solar autonomous boats that are used for mapping out like marine reserves or harbours. So my idea was to put a camera on top of the boat and then program it with object detection and obstacle avoidance, and that would just help with the mapping out of the area, or it could do the mapping out of the area by itself. So I again arranged a meeting with Sir, and again my project was rejected, and again I very bravely did not cry until I got to the nearest bathroom. But it was rejected because, for one, any vision type project is really difficult. But yeah, so it got rejected because budget, number one, I need a good resolution camera, which is expensive. 2, testing it would be very difficult because I'd have to test it. The whole boat would have to be taken to a harbour and be tested and stuff, which is money and time that I may not have. But so mainly, MATLAB has obviously object detection and stuff, but it's very simple. Like you just follow tutorials, and then that wouldn't be any software work really. So the other option is to use OpenCV, which Sir was just saying historically nobody has passed using OpenCV, and there's just a lot of complications that come with that. So I'm not delusional enough to think that I would be the first person to pass using OpenCV. So my third idea that was finally approved was an automated food dryer. So just like a regular container, and the inside would be temperature and humidity controlled using fuzzy logic. And that would just control a heating element and a fan. And then the weighing process would be automated. So you have to weigh the food every now and then to check if enough moisture is evaporated, or you can cut it open and check. So to eliminate that, the food would be hanging on pressure sensors that would measure the weight of the food every now and then and be able to tell how much moisture has been evaporated and how much longer the food has. And then an app where you can see all this information. And then, yeah, after having to convince my lecturer that I do intend on drying food in here and not growing weed in there, it was approved. So I'm really happy about that.